Hello everybody, welcome back. We are in the Vanarama National League playoff final against our arch rivals Barrow AFC. If you don't know why they're our arch rivals, I'll explain why. We played them in the FA Trophy semi-final 2 legs, the year we won the FA Trophy. We then played them the next year in the FA Trophy semi-final 2 legs, where they beat us that time. I don't know if they won it. We have played them several times on camera as well. And now we're playing them on camera once again in the playoff final. The only difference being, it's at Wembley. We're once again going to Wembley Stadium. The last time we were at Wembley, the finances got a massive boost. Not that boost. We're at 19,000, which I'm incredibly pleased about. We did hit, I think it was minus 700 quid or something. At some point you can see it's just dipped underneath there, but now it's going back up. But the Wembley, I think the playoff final is bigger than the FA Trophy. I might be wrong, but there was 19,000 people at the playoff final, at the FA Trophy final even, when we played York. So we're going to have to look out and see how many people's here for this playoff final. This is the team we are going for them. No Harry Williams. He got injured for 5 weeks, I think, 3 to 5 weeks, with a twisted ankle, I think it was. So why is Jordan Holmes not in the... Okay. So he's out of the final, which is disastrous considering he's our top goal scorer. But this is the team we're going for. Everything's the same except for James up front. Holmes, Fornelly, Bernard, Steele, Packwood, Chettle Anderson, the posh pair, as we called them, McGee, Edwards, Williams, and James. I'm so nervous. I don't want to... We're going. Submit team. They're playing a 4-4-2. Jack Nolan has been on fire this season. I've just voted him as player of the season. He's scored like 29 goals and got 14 assists or something stupid like that. Insane season. They haven't got any players that were formerly with us. We have seen many of their players over time. We pretty much know their squad inside out at this point. Right. I was tempted to go for the 4-4-2 again. We can secure playoffs, go out and impress me. I'm going to talk... They don't need to be talking to individually because their morale is very good as it is. But just to add a little bit more incentive, get everyone loving it. I'm just so nervous. With Harry Williams being out, our goal threat. Oh, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. This could be, for League 2 football, for the first time ever in Gloucester City's career, let alone in this series. And more potentially, I don't know what league Cheltenham are in, but Cheltenham are our local rivals, and they are usually in League 2. So it could be Cheltenham versus Gloucester for the first time in many, many years in a proper match. Usually you play them in some county cup rubbish. But Barrow had the better start. McGee's picked up an injury now. So 2 of our best 3 players in Harry Williams, McGee, and... Oh, he's taking a free kick. He's whipped it in. Is that a penalty? We've got a penalty. Callum Chettle has got a penalty in the playoff final. He has missed some this season. Please, please, Callum. Please, pull it away. Let's pull it away. Come on! 1-0 up, 20 minutes in. His 11th goal of the season. I'm pretty sure 10 of those are penalties. That's a great penalty in the bottom corner. The keeper's not saving that. Ooh, 1-0 up. But no, our 3 best players are Harry Williams, McGee and Callum Chettle. 2 of them are now injured. What is his injury? His fitness isn't due to a potential head injury. So wrap him up. Get a Terry Butcher headband on him. He'll be alright. As long as it's not concussion or something like that. His rating's going down slowly but surely. So I think at half time I'll probably take him off anyway. But we've got another highlight here. McDonald's is there, but Jack Nolan to Cole. There's so many injured players. Fornelly, that's a risky back pass. Antwi was there to pounce. But we've got the ball back. Kevin Williams pings it over, tries to find James, but couldn't. And there's a mistake by the defender. Luke James is in. Luke James has scored. Gets in there. So what a defensive calamity there. Oh, I don't know who that was, but it kind of looked like he went to control it and completely mucked it up. Kevin Williams with a hit and hope ball. Raglan, he kind of controlled it, turns, and then completely misread the flight of the ball. Luke James was there to pounce, and the guy that has replaced Harry Williams has scored to put us 2-0 up in the playoff final. Look how many players are in. There's 3 players injured on the pitch. 2 for Barrow, 1 for us. Oh, we're going to take McGee off at half time. I think we're gonna do it. We're gonna bring on Furzer, the young lads, the young 17, 18-year-old kid. We're gonna put Carl with. Oh no, not before half time. Antwi to McDonald's to Vincent, who's so far open inside the box, and it's 2-1 just before half time. Look how much space he had on the edge of the 6 yards box. The 2 players there just ran away. And that number 2, I think it's Packwood, isn't it? Number 2 didn't stick with his man. McGee's rating's taken a proper hit, so yes, that's proper validated my cause of taking him off at half time. We've got to guard against assertive guards against complacency. Take McGee off, put Kyle Edwards on the wing because he can do that, and then bring on Furzer into the middle. I'm going to talk to him. Calm. I'm probably sure saying there's no pressure off today. Play your natural game. He seemed relaxed. 38,000 people here in this playoffs final. 15,224 is our fans. 38,000 people. That's insane. Think of the money we can get. Oh dear. Vincent's got the ball for Barrow. Finds Antwi. He turns backward and runs forward. Nolan to Lloyd. I fear the Barrow goal coming here. Out to Vincent. Kevin Williams isn't really doing anything. He's left his man. Packwood's in no man's land. Cavan has brought it in, and Jack Nolan has equalised for Barrow. Packwood's going to come off in a minute. Both of those goals have been because he's been nowhere to be seen. Absolute horrendous marking. Look, where's he running there? No need to be dragged out of position. He's just not having a great game. I'd love to see his rating, because his rating's probably a 7, something like that. But Barrow have equalised. 6.5 his rating. Forney's having a worse game apparently, but both goals have been Packwood's fault. In fact, I'm going to take him off now, I think. We've got a good enough right back on the bench, and Hall Johnson. We've got a corner. Edwards whips it in. It's dropped to James in the box. We've hit the bar. We've just hit the bar. Oh no. Don't do this to me, game. Don't do this to me. An hour has gone. Oh, I'm so nervous. What do we do? What do we do? 65 minutes. We can't go back to the 4-4-2. We have to keep on going for it. I'd rather go for it and lose than sit back and lose. Thought you would. We're going to make our final substitution, I think. Take off Thornley and bring on Tilney. Oh no. Alexander Harrop has come on. We tried to sign him. Young. It was either him or Max Steele. Max Steele, that's a cartoon. Alex Steele. And Harrop went to Barrow and we got Steele from Wolves. But we got 5 minutes to go. It's still 2-2. Barrow are slightly edging us on the stats, what's the possession like? Yeah, they're slightly edging it. 2 minutes to go of added time. I don't think there's time to score. I think it's going to go into extra time. Oh, dear. Anderson and Chettle are going to be absolutely shattered in that midfield. We're going into extra time, ladies and gentlemen. Passionate say, we're not doing bad. Go back out there. We need a goal. Get an early goal. Furzer must be loving this, playing in front of 38,000 at 17 years old. If I was him, I'd be absolutely pooing my pants. But we got a highlight. Only 1 minute and 56 seconds into the extra time. O'Sullivan plays it to Nolan, and the form he's in should be burying that. The form he is in, we have been less off the hook there. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Oh, dear. 96 minutes in. Was the highlight. Lloyd even. So O'Sullivan finds Antwi, who's put it away. And from 2-0 down, Barrow have gone 3-2 up. I said at half-time, don't get complacent. They clearly got complacent. And Barrow have scored. From jubilation to heartache in not very long amount of time. Can't believe it. Come on, boys. We need to do something here. Extra time of half time. We've got 15 minutes to get into the Football League. If we don't do anything, Barrow are winning. We need to at least have some highlights where we're having shots on goal. I don't want to see no highlights. Bernard with the header beautifully. Anderson just misses the ball. I think that's probably just because he's absolutely shattered. Nolan's got it. He's found Antwi, and that's not a great start. That is not a great start. Should we go 2 up top? I feel like we should go 2 up. So Furzer can play up front. He's had a shocking game since he's come on. Oh, that's annoying. That clearly hasn't worked off, has it? We'll have it as a target man because Luke James can play there. And we'll move you from deep line to advanced playmaker. Come on, boys. Come on. Just give me a couple of highlights. I'll be happy with that. Just don't have no highlights and lose the match, because that would be really fun. Knowing this game, it's just going to do that. We're going to go overloads, and everyone knows overload means no highlights. We're not going to get any highlights. Oh my god, we got a highlight. Whose highlights this? More terrible free kicks, fall into Edwards. James to Furzer, he can't quite get there. And Barrow have got the ball, and they probably should be on a counter-attack here. Vincent plays the ball over the top, and it's gone to Holmes. That's not the highlight. That is not the highlight. There is something happening in this highlight. Holmes gets it. What can he do? That's a terrible goal kick. That is a terrible goal kick. Bernard wins it. He finds Furzer. Come on, mate. Anderson to Chettle. To Kevin Williams. Back to Furzer. Just hit and hope ball. And this has been such a weird highlight. Nothing's happened. Chettle to Edwards. Can he whip it in? He can. James is there. James has scored! It's just 30 seconds to go. Yes! We're taking this game to penalties. 3-3 with 30 seconds to go. Chettle found Edwards out on the wing. And Luke James was unmarked at the front post. And it's 3-3 against arch nemesis Barrow. I can't believe it. We're going to penalties again. We've had 3 playoff games, 2 penalty shootouts. I can't believe it. Right. The way I do this is obviously best penalty takers go first, and then if they are even on penalties, it's best composure after that, which I haven't done that way round, like that, and then keeper goes last. Confirmed changes, penalty shootout. Chettle, he's already scored one penalty today, and that probably means he's going to miss this one. Chettle powers it down the middle. Come on, boys. We've already won a penalty shootout. We can win another one. Come on, Holmes. Antwi with it. Come on, Holmes. It looked like Holmes got a hand to it, but it was still an in. Kevin Williams. Blast it down the middle. Kevin Williams has scored. Raglan, come on, Holmes. Come on, Holmes. You saved the penalty in the last penalty shootout. You can do it again. Raglan. Holmes nearly got there again. Oh dear. Hall Johnson. Come on. The keeper's caught it. The keeper's caught it. Oh no. Kavanagh with it. Once again, it looks like Holmes gets a hand to it, but he can't keep it out. Luke James now. He's put it away. Come on, Holmes. Come on. You need to save. You saved one in the last one. You can save one again. O'Sullivan. Holmes, he's dove the right way every time. Oh. Further, the young lad is coming up to take a penalty. He's had a diabolical game since he's come on. If he misses this, I think we're out. Yeah, if he misses this, we're out. He's put it away. But if Barrows score this, they have got promoted to League 2. Come on, Holmes. You've tested my patience with this whole being unhappy thing about being promoted. You can still get promoted if you save this penalty. Vincent steps up. Come on, Holmes. He's gone the right way of all 5 penalties, but he hasn't saved one. And Barrow have won the playoff final. We were 2-0 up. And then we scored that dramatic last minute equaliser. And the momentum should have been with us. But a penalty miss from Hall Johnson has cost us the game. And we're having another season in the conference.